Sometimes all you need is a cape and the encouragement of, well, we'll call her a superhero, to find the superpower in you. Coming up, I met a woman whose quest is to go school to school and beyond to find the superhero in all of us.
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superhero Shine, bringing music, art, and a whole lot of fun to New York City schools.
Go! We use our hearts to love.
It is a global arts and music-based educational nonprofit that teaches youth to connect to their most empowered superhero selves through music and arts and writing and presentation. And it's all about redefining superheroes. It's just about recognizing the most amazing traits that you are, as well as your fears and obstacles.
Lourds Lane, aka Superhero Shine, founded the SuperYou FUNdation in 2013, developing a curriculum using the language of superheroes to inspire and empower students.
Loving girl. Fear zapper. Super trickle. Creative girl.
It's a character development curriculum. There's a lot of emphasis nowadays on standards and test taking. But who are these kids? How are they going to grow up as humans? What's their character going to be like?
The SuperYou curriculum is now in over 100 schools nationwide, and there is a waiting list.
When I first came into the school 5 years ago, we were using a different system for positive reinforcement. And to me, it didn't seem to be making any impact on the students. We were still having a lot of aggressive behaviors.
Michelle Dzwonek, principal of PS 239 in Ridgewood, Queens, adopted the program 5 years ago.
Difference in your children, especially as they start going through the curriculum and they start talking about what's so special about themselves. And I think that's really important in our day and age because, as I said before, many kids aren't hearing those positive reinforcements from the people surrounding them. So they themselves need to learn how to pick out that positiveness in themselves and then push it forward.
And this curriculum requires 100% participation from students, teachers, and yes, the principal, so everyone finds their superpower.
And what is your superpower?
I'm the ruler of right. Thinking about myself, it's very difficult sometimes to come up with that, like, okay, what's so special about me? And one of the teachers said to me, you are the fairest person we know. So that's why I said, okay, and I thought about, okay, what's another word for fair? Right.
It also means reporter involvement. I was deemed superhero guiding light. My powers, guidance, and light for others.
If you're doing your superpower pose,
Right.
you would be like, I am guiding light and I feel empowered.
Oh, wow, yes. So, I am guiding light and I feel empowered.
Yes!
Positivity, empowerment, and love are just some of the things Lane wants kids to feel, because it was all the things she, a violin prodigy, sought as a child.
I had quite a lot of turbulence in my childhood, and I had a really strict Asian Filipino, I'm a proud Filipino, by the way, tiger mom.
She went public with her family secret in a 2012 TEDx talk, speaking candidly about her mother, a victim of domestic violence.
I grew up in a small house in Jamaica, Queens, where there was a lot of fighting and screaming. I played and I played and I played to drown out the sound of my dad beating my mom.
She's a battered wife, but it made her really sort of clamp down on having some semblance of control with her children, right? And so she is this amazing matriarch and, you know, like the breadwinner of the family and taking care of everything like a total supermom. And at the same time, she would kick me out of the car if I didn't know my multiplication tables perfectly. Do you know what I mean? So it was very, very intense.
She said she was living to please her mom, and Lane was the best. The music prodigy went on to Harvard.
And the thing about it is that all that intensity soaked into me, into my beingness. So now I've got this high intensity, overachiever, perfectionist brain, so much so that I would get a 99 on a test and go to the school and say, this is unjust.
So it's no surprise that Lane rebelled after college. After Harvard, she lived in a van and toured the country with her rock band. But rebellion wasn't the cure. Lane dug deep and eventually found that her superhero power was always inside her.
My superhero name is Shine, and as you can see here, I'm gonna get up and show you. I'm Shine, and this is a superhero of love.
Her next mission is to take her superpowers to Broadway, shining a light beyond New York City schools. The SuperYou musical, which follows the story of a comic book artist who learns to love herself, had its first staging this spring, and she is workshopping the show this summer.
We are already loved. We are already enough. We are already whole. We are already superheroes.
I'm Ernabel Demillo for Asian American Life.